Yo, what is up, guys? It is Sensei here, bringing you the starter Greninja guide. Just real quickly, I'd like to go over as a starter guide. I don't really plan to go fully in depth on some of the smaller nuances of the character. This is more of just a way to help you jumpstart your progress when you're training the frog. If you'd really like to get deep into Greninja, of course, reach out to me in either USAC or Sual. But without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so why train Greninja? Well, simply put, they're a hype amiibo. Currently on any standard tier list, Greninja is rated roughly C plus, so he's really not going to be winning you any major tournaments. However, if you're looking for an amiibo that's really fun to watch, if you like seeing your amiibo do combos and kill confirms, if you like a challenge while training your amiibo, or if you just like frogs, you're probably gonna like Greninja. Alright, ready? Let's finally get into this, starting with... Alright, quickly here I'd like to mention that Greninja has a very fragile AI, meaning that they have a tendency to get obsessed with certain moves, despite your active attempts to avoid those moves being used. If Greninja gets hit by one of them, uses one of them, you'll become obsessed and tend to spam that move, which only compounds on itself, making it worse and worse, hence the name, a fragile AI. As such, if any of these moves are used by either you or the frog, during your training, I recommend just resetting that match. These moves are not great, and they will show up in the gameplay if you let them go unnoticed. So absolutely, it is worth the reset. Make sure that you can keep these moves to as much of a minimum as you can. As much of a minimum. They're gonna slip through. They're gonna slip through. That's okay. You just want to keep them to as low as you can get them, bare minimum. The first move I'm gonna talk about is Shuriken. This move is just kind of lacking. It doesn't, uncharged version doesn't really deal much damage, and the charged version leaves you absurdly vulnerable. In Amiibo, sitting there like that for that long without having a hitbox or being able to shield parry is really, really bad. It's just not that great, and the uncharged version has a surprisingly high amount of end lag strapped to it as well. I'm buffering shield here, and you can see it takes quite the moment before you can even get your shield up. One thing I'd like to mention is that a lot of times at ledge, while the other amiibo would be falling, if they get knocked up high, then your Greninja will try and throw shurikens at him. There's two ways to kind of circumvent this. Down smash at ledge can help, as they'll try and two-frame them as they drift closer to the stage, rather than going for the shuriken. Or you could go off stage. I don't always recommend going off stage. If you do, offstage fair is okay. What you really like is drop down back air from the ledge. That is an extremely solid option. Moving past Shuriken, I'd like to talk about side B. And this move seems great. It seems crazy. It seems like, wow, you get some invulnerability. You get an extremely high knockback move attached to it. What's the deal with this? Well, this move it can be counted as a charge move, and if you've trained Amiibo, you know that charge moves just tend to not really function how you would expect them to. But what really hurts this move is the high startup and high end lag, and again, a tendency to spam it. And if you're getting to the point where this is the move that you're spamming, you're spending way more time being vulnerable than you are actually putting out hitboxes or maintaining in a position where you could shield something and punish it. So side B just not that great. Too much end lag, too much startup. It just leaves you way more vulnerable, and I'm gonna be honest, the Amiibo just suck at like landing that move. So not the greatest. Next move I'd like to talk about is down B, the counter. This move, you've trained any amiibo with the counter, you know that they tend to really struggle when landing these counters. They don't tend to work how you would expect them to, and they love to spam. So, not really worth doing. The Greninja doesn't really take advantage of the angles. The AI just doesn't and don't really understand how to land the counter in the first place. And like I said, absurd amount of end lag on that. Absurd amount. The next move is down air, and this move, it seems okay at first look. There's a lot of stall and fall in Amiibo that might lead you to think that this move might be great. It's really not. The AI will try and do combos out of it. It will try and do things like that. It will try to, and it will oftentimes miss just because of wacky positioning and whatnot. But really, high startup, really high end lag, and oftentimes because of that high startup, the opposing amiibo will have moved out of the way before you even land, and couple that with the extremely high end lag, you're going to eat a pretty big attack. So it's really just not worth going for. The risk reward is not there. If you land it, you're getting less than 10 damage. It's just not the attack. Finally, there is both the triple jab and the rapid jab. Again, these moves are just lacking in damage, and in terms of a close range option, you would much rather have dash attack, much rather have down tilt, and you'd much rather have forward smash. Even down smash work there. With these moves, you're getting down tilt combos, you are getting dash attack fair, which is an absolute staple, and you're getting forward smash, which does a fantastic job of setting them off the stage, potentially setting up for a ledge trap. So all those moves are super nice, but now, or they're super bad rather, but now you may be asking yourself, alright, now we're going to talk about what we should be doing. We'll start this off relatively easy. The first question most people ask is, are we dashing or are we walking? And generally, the game plan is going to be around 90-10. We're going to be walking 90% of the time and dashing. Only really to do dash attack. Dash attack is the only reason you'd really want to initiate any sort of dash. Moves great. I guess it should just be the first move that I talked about. Dash attack is going to be one of our go-to moves that we are using, one of our primaries, if you will, that you should be absolutely focusing on. Sets up into a lot at almost every percent. Next move that we're going to talk about is forward smash. Forward smash is absolutely absurdly powerful. You have them at the ledge here, they are just like, they're just going. It's super powerful. This is like without any rage. This move is really strong, got a lot of range, disjointed. Can be punished on block. You'll come to find that, but really great spacing tool. Helps kind of give Greninja that go-to DPSing tool. Good range, so you can almost just like stat check certain amiibo, where if they can't answer you just walking up and spacing an F smash. That's also partly the reason that we walk, is to get these spaced F smashes. But if an amiibo can't answer that, then you'll generally just win the set for the most part. Next move is up smash. Up smash is a great move, but we should prioritize always landing the sweet spot if possible. There are going to be times where the amiibo will fall out. This should be used as an anti-air. You can set up situations to get it as an anti-air while training. By landing a dash attack, you can run under them. That'd be one time where I would say it's okay to dash. If you're trying to get under them to get these anti-air up smashes, because you really want to drill it in their head. Or if you're landing, like if your amiibo knocks you up with a dash attack, try and land on top of them. Kind of incentivize them to hit you with these anti-air up smashes. They'll learn how to use the move properly. and it'll be great. Try and avoid hitting them with these side hitboxes if possible. I mainly just want to focus on getting those sweet spots. Same with anti-air. The next move that is pretty great is down smash. This move should be used when you're holding them at the ledge, so every single time that they grab the ledge, you can react in a few different ways. If they neutral get up, I like to down smash. If they roll, I like to forward smash. But down smash, great option at the ledge, covers both sides of you, good knockback. So even if they do roll, likely that they're just going to reset the situation, end up on the other side of the map. And if they're not at that high of percent, it's still a great move for 15%, 16% almost. Solid damage, quick move, just great for the ledge trap. Next move I'd like to talk about, down tilt. This move sets up for a lot of, we're going to talk about in the next section in terms of combos, but very fast move on the ground, surprisingly good range. It'll clank with most hitboxes, so it's really nice that it's as quick as it is. It's great for shield pressure. A lot of times Greninja will end up doing like a dash attack into like 1, maybe 2 down tilts on shield, and that's really good pressure. In Amiibo, it's pretty great. It almost acts as like a parry measure whenever they do multiple of them. Because Greninja can kind of really struggle with parries or like really heavy hold shield stuff, because Greninja he's lacking in multi hits, sure. The next move is a falling forward air. This move is great for landing. It does a lot of knockback, really solid damage at really low percents. The Amiibo can combo off of it, which is nice. But falling forward air is great. Again, don't always just jump and then go for that move. You would like, ideally, for your Amiibo to knock you up, and then while you're falling, go ahead and hit them with the forward air. Or you can hit them with the back air. Back air is another great option for landing. Same with Nair. I'd use Nair a little bit more sparingly. It kind of tends to be one of those moves that they get a little bit obsessed with and then tend to chase them up in the air with those moves, whereas you generally just want him to be using aerials to assist the landing. But now let's get into really fun stuff with a combo section. Oh boy. Yo, what's up guys? Sitting here, currently 6 in the morning. I'm putting the finishing touches on the video, wrapping it up and whatnot, but I just wanted to say, appreciate it if you made it this far. I hope you actually learned something. I hate that I left out a lot. This is my first thing I ever edited, so it was a little bit tough, but I left out a lot. I hope you still learned a good bit. I think that there's a lot of good stuff in here, at least to get started with. But yeah, no, if you guys want to do all the fun, like, comment, subscribe stuff, straight up my first video, I want to keep on trying to do more. but I thought this would be a really fun project to start it off with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and enjoy your day.